See how easily, using our Vedic mathematics, how easily we can find out such big calculations. Yeah, so this is various things. See, there are few things we may feel ki in our Vedas, there are few things which we cannot understand, which we have to just accept. But is it that only in our Vedic knowledge we have to do that? Don't we have to do that in our science? In our mathematics, we call root over I, no, root over minus 1 as imaginary. So just imagine it is an imaginary number. तो ठीक है, अभी imaginary है ना, then why we use that? If something is imaginary, why we should use that in our practical life? But if you see, most of the complex calculations in mathematics, they have this I, imaginary number. Then Heisenberg's uncertainty principles. There are so many things in science we just accept. So, like if I tell you that you are having blind faith in science, won't that be wrong? So, if we have to keep faith, whether it be science or it be scriptures, we need faith. Without faith, we cannot even begin. So, just like in science, we need to put faith in Vedas also, but that faith has to be reasonable. So, we'll discuss more about that in our future sessions. So, these are few authorized sampradaya which give Vedic knowledge very properly, authentic way. We'll discuss more about that in future sessions. So what in our slides, the majority of teachings that we are taking is from the Brahma Mattva Gaudiya Sampradaya. That is one of the Sampradayas, and that has given all the knowledge in very scientific way. It's not that we are taking knowledge from only this Sampradaya, but majority is from this Sampradaya. We are taking whatever is suitable knowledge from all the different sources. So now we'll end the session, and not tomorrow, next week we'll have the next session, that is science of soul. This is going to be a really very scientific and very interesting session. We'll discuss about reincarnation, out of body experience, reincarnation, out of body experiences, phobia, deja vu. What is the secret behind all these things? For me, what is the nature of soul? If you want to get discuss even about ghosts and all these things, we'll discuss about all these things in our next session. It's going to be really great. So now we'll just discuss if there are any questions, and then we'll end. So someone had asked in between one question. Okay, see these videos, if you want, I can share on the WhatsApp also. I'll share on the WhatsApp so that you all can also see. Yeah, so who was having question? Someone was having question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Animesh, yeah, you were having questions. So you can either unmute yourself or you can write in the chat box.
I will unmute. I will just ask from voice only.
Whatever you feel suitable. If you want, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Am I
You
audible?
already unmuted yourself, I think. So you can just ask
Yeah.
right away.
Am I audible? Prabhuji, am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Animesh, we are
Yes,
unable to
yes,
hear you.
you're audible.
Yeah. प्रभु जी आई वांट टू नो यार, जैसा आपने ये बताया कि वेदास में ये सब साइंसेस दिए हुए ऑलरेडी, लेकिन आज भी हम ये करते हैं कि कई साइंटिस्ट ऐसे भी
Animesh,
बोलते हैं.
you would like to ask
हेलो?
something or shall
यस
we
यस
end?
यस यस नहीं, मेरा सवाल है, एम आई ऑडिबल? स्नेहिल प्रभु, एम आई ऑडिबल? हेलो?
Okay, we'll wait for one more minute. If there is any question, we'll address. Otherwise, after 1 year. Acha, it's odd. Oh, sorry. Problem is from my side only. Sorry. Yeah. Now you can again. Can you again ask, Animesh?
Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Now you are audible.
Yeah. प्रभु जी, आपने अभी जैसे बताया कि ये सब साइंसेस तो हम भी पढ़ चुके हैं, ये हमारे एंशिएंट साइंसेस है, सुश्रुत, महर्षि सुश्रुत जैसे लोग जो बड़े-बड़े सर्जन थे। लेकिन आज भी हम देखते हैं कि कई साइंटिस्ट ऐसे वो ये खोज में लगे कि भगवान नहीं है। लेकिन जबकि हमारे वेदास में ऐसे भी डायमेंशंस दिए, 56 डायमेंशंस ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड है कि जो मटेरियल वर्ल्ड से भी अबव जाते हैं। जहाँ शिवलोक और ब्रह्मा जी जहाँ बैठते हैं, वहाँ सबका डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया हुआ है। तभी भी साइंटिस्ट बोलते हैं कि भगवान नहीं है। और जबकि हम लोगों ने अभी तक कुछ सर्च भी नहीं किया है। एक मून का एक छोटा सा पार्ट हम लोग सर्च करके ये बोलते हैं कि हम लोग साइंस में एडवांस हो चुके हैं। और अर्थ भी हमने पूरा भी नहीं ढूंढा है, तभी भी साइंटिस्ट लोग ऐसा क्यों बोलते हैं कि भगवान नहीं है, जबकि हमने तो इतना से ही एक नाखून भर जितना ही प्रोग्रेस किया है साइंस में। और वेदास तो कई जगह से हमारे ज्यादा एडवांस है एज कम्पेयर टू आज का साइंस, तो काफी एडवांस है।
करेक्ट करेक्ट।
तो ऐसा ये लोग साइंटिस्ट ऐसा लोग क्यों प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं कि नहीं भगवान है ही नहीं, जबकि इन्होंने एक छोटी सी बात सर्च की है इन्होंने बस अभी तक।
अनिमेश, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है ना, उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर आपने खुद नहीं दे दिया। You only answered your question. So the answer to your question is that because they don't have complete knowledge. Just now you said ना that scientists they उन्होंने नाखून तक का भी खोज like they have searched very little bit. So because that is only the reason they have searched very little bit, and because they have searched very little bit, that's why they feel that there is no God. As like there was one scientist, Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit was a scientist. He said that if you go deep into science, science will force you to believe in God. That's what Fahrenheit said. If you go deep into science, science will force you to believe in God. And actually, क्या है ना, like it's not that all the scientists they don't believe in God. If we see the big scientists, जो actual जो scientists हैं, जिनके कंधे पे पूरा साइंस का फाउंडेशन खड़ा हुआ है, they all used to believe in God. Like Einstein, Fahrenheit. We discussed, na, like in our first session, I think it was there. We discussed all the quotes of different scientists. So even like I think Isaac Newton or someone said that, see, just imagine Einstein has done so much in the scientific community. Like he is the biggest contributor in science till now, till the date. And he says whatever scientific advancement whatever discoveries he had made, it is just like as if he's standing on the shore of an ocean. There is a whole big ocean lying ahead. So he himself accepts that we have found very little. So I'll give one small example which will make it very clear. Like suppose if I'll give two examples and then we'll end with this. So please stay on with us for this last two examples. One example is that if suppose नहीं, there might be many ants in your room, right? आपका जो क्लासरूम है, अगर आप कॉलेज में जाते हो तो आपका जो क्लासरूम है वहां पे कुछ एंट्स भी होंगे, राइट? तो वो जो एंट्स हैं, एंट्स के बीच अगर सपोज कोई दो एंट्स मिलते हैं आपस में, so what do you think they will discuss, those ants? Do those ants know कि वो जिस रूम में है उस रूम में इतना बड़ा क्लास चल रहा है, फिजिक्स का कोई तो कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस हो रहा है, इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, सब पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं? नो, राइट? उनका उतना नहीं है, मतलब दे कांट अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दैट थिंग बिकॉज देयर scope is very limited because they're small ants. So similarly, but if those ants they feel very confident कि नहीं, I don't believe that this is the classroom and there is some teaching happening, that means that there is no teaching happening. If they become proud कि नहीं मैं जो जानता हूँ वही सच है, then it is simply foolishness. Similarly, we are so limited. We are in one Earth planet, which is a part of the solar system. Which solar system is a part of big galaxy, and there are millions of such galaxies in this universe. So we are even little more smaller than an ant. But we become so proud कि नहीं, what I have discovered, that is only reality. That is like that ant situation. But if we go deeper into science nowadays, like abhi jo quantum mechanics and now these fields are coming up, where like this is very much close to spirituality. The quantum mechanics में जो भी जो भी discoveries हो रही हैं, if we extend them a lot, like if we more extend them in future, then there is a possibility that even scientists, if they go deeper and deeper into science, into atom and everything, they might discover the presence of supreme being. But why wait till then, right? Till then we won't be here also. So best is whatever we are given through scriptures, we accept that because scriptures have authority. Just now we discussed that scriptures have para knowledge, apara knowledge, whatever we are having in science, that is from scriptures only. So why to, if we can hold like this, why should we hold coming like this? So what science is doing is like holding the ear like this. And what we are trying to do is like holding the ear like this. So that is the only difference. Second example, that no, that won't be required. I think this much is sufficient. So does it answer the question? So the problem is there are two problems because of this. This is happening. Actually, three problems. One is that our limited scope of knowledge. Second is our pride in our knowledge. And third and most important thing is, see, it's not that scientists, they are very like pure-hearted people. They also have their goals, academic goals, and they also want to achieve something. And there is many times, many politics and diplomacy happens in the field of scientific community also. So because of that, many of the theories which actually point towards some like higher reality, that is suppressed many times because many things are involved. So because that is also one more reason why scientists are more turning towards atheism. Because if we introduce this concept of higher reality, God and everything, then we have to accept rules and regulations of God, and like many things happen because of its consequence, and what they don't want. So that's why they try to cover all this knowledge. So
नहीं प्रभु जी, इसका मतलब ये है कि ये साइंटिस्ट लोग और हम जैसे कम्युनिटी के जो लोग हैं जिनको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे रूल्स, वो यही बोलते कि भगवान नहीं है, यानी जो रूल्स बनाए गए हैं। और प्रभु जी एक और सवाल था, ये जो डार्विन थियरी है, डार्विन थियरी आपने भी सुना होगा कि हम लोग बंदर से आए, लेकिन मुझे इस पे बिल्कुल बिलीव नहीं है। अगर हम लोग बंदर से आए तो हम लोगों ने भाषाएं कैसे बनाई, हम लोगों के पास इतना एडवांस नॉलेज कैसे आया? मुझे इसके भी बारे में थोड़ा सा।
See what this Darwin did now. He, as I told now, that many of the theories are taken from the scriptures only. So similarly, Darwin's knowledge evolution theory, that is also taken from scriptures. So in our scripture, there is one Purana which mentions that the soul. We will discuss. It will be more clear in our further session, but I'll just give a brief nutshell. Soul evolves. The soul, it changes from one body to a higher body, and then after the death of that body, it changes to next body. So in one of the Puranas, it has, I think in Padma Purana, it is mentioned that soul evolves through different bodies. But when these people like Darwin and everyone, they tried to understand those scriptures, they felt that actually it is evolution of body. That's the mistake that they committed. Instead of accepting it as a evolution of soul, they accepted it as evolution of body. And furthermore, he went to different islands. He saw कि ये बंदर जो रहते हैं, ये इनका कम्युनिटी थोड़ा इंसानों जैसी रहता है. So then he speculated, and he made his theory of evolution based on his own mental speculation. And that time the science was not very much advanced. The researching instruments were not very much advanced. Everyone just accepted it. And then what happened? Based on that evolution theory, there are many further more theories developed. So because of that, the theory of evolution now became the foundation. On that foundation, many scientists they developed their own theories. And now many of the scientists they have found out that this evolution theory is foolish. It's just childish. It's very primitive. And many of the scientists they don't accept this. But अभी अगर आप सोचो कि अगर evolution theory को हटाना है, that means we are attacking the whole foundation of science. Evolution theory and Big Bang theory. These are the foundation of science. So if we attack the foundation of that whole science, the whole whatever fame, name, fame, and all the prizes different people have got, different scientists have got for their theories, all of them will be discredited क्योंकि उनका foundation ही गलत निकला. Now many of the scientific community, scientific researchers disproving, not accepting the evolution theory. Even there are many universities in West where evolution theory is not taught. So, but if we try to say anything against the evolution theory, then the whole जो भी name, credit, and everything scientists have got, that will all be destroyed. So that's why what they do now, they try to come up with more advanced versions of Darwin theory. So they say कि oh actually Darwin ने ऐसा बोला था, but actually ऐसा नहीं है, थोड़ा सा उसमें adjustment है, कुछ तो उसमें adjustment कर करके वो theory रहनी चाहिए at least. So that's what now they are doing. So that is what is happening. But actually in India now our education system is so primitive, like not primitive, but it is very much behind the overall education system. So many times what happens in West, people, they get very much updated knowledge. But in India, the course is changed after many years. So right from childhood, we are taught कि Darwin की theory है. Even like just imagine, like students, they go for appearing for exam of Darwin, and before exam they pray to God कि भगवान मेरे को Darwin की theory में pass करवा देना, Darwin की theory के exam में. See, just so foolish. As per the Darwin theory, there is no God, and Indians they are praying to God to make them pass in Darwin's theory. So that is our problem. We don't think actually. Just like now you discuss, so that means you think about it. You are analyzing it. But we Indians generally we don't think about it. We just accept कि ठीक है बचपन से हमको पढ़ाते आ रहे हैं तो सही होगा अभी क्या करना है अपने को तो पास करना है. डार्विन थ्योरी हो बंदर से आए हैं ऊंट से आए गधे से आए कहीं से भी आए हो हमको पास करना है बस. अभी अगर टीचिंग एजुकेशन सिस्टम में हमको सिखाया जाए कि हम लोग गधे से आए हैं और हमको बोला कि तुम एग्जाम में यही लिख के आओ तभी तुमको मार्क्स मिलेंगे. Even though we won't believe it, but still we will write like that. So that is how all this like nonsense it is fit into our system. So that is the tragedy. But actually, Darwin's theory is not at all accepted by many scientists. So that is the thing, as you rightly mentioned.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable time and enthusiastic participation. From next session, we will start with this new, very interesting topic. Thank you for being with us throughout this session up till now. Thank you. Have a nice day.